What are the best hybrid SUVs that you can buy for 2023? That's what we're going to find out. Welcome to Car Help Corner, where we help you, the consumer, master the process of car buying and car ownership. For this video, I'm going to share the best, most reliable, and value-packed hybrid SUVs that you can buy brand new. But before we get into it, remember, if you enjoy and get value out of this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. So let's start the list off with number 10, which is the Kia Sorento Hybrid. The Sorento is one of the very few 3-row SUVs that you can buy as a hybrid, which does make it an attractive choice for those who need a lot of passenger space and cargo space. It offers a good blend between having both power and fuel efficiency. It uses a 1.6 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine with a hybrid system producing 227 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. That makes it one of the most powerful hybrid SUVs in the segment, and it also returns decent fuel economy around 37 miles per gallon or 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers under ideal conditions. And being a Kia, it also offers excellent value as far as offering a lot of features for the money, which is something that Kia is well known for. In terms of the equipment, the technology, and the infotainment system, the Sorento is one of the best SUVs in the segment. So if the Sorento Hybrid is such a great choice, then why exactly is it at the bottom of the list? Well, for one thing, the Sorento's hybrid system has not been around for too long, so it doesn't exactly have a proven reputation when it comes to reliability. And given the fact that it has a relatively complicated turbocharged hybrid engine, and also that Kia has a rather spotty reputation when it comes to its reliability, it doesn't exactly offer the most peace of mind if you're planning on holding on to it for around 10 to 15 years. So let's move on to the next hybrid SUV, which is the Kia Sportage Hybrid. Also known as the Sportage in the US, the Sportage Hybrid offers most of the same benefits of the Sorento. Only because it is a smaller 2-row SUV, it is a lot less expensive, making it a better value. Other than that, it has the exact same hybrid system as the Sorento, which is also used in other SUVs, including the Hyundai Tucson and the Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid too. Because all these SUVs share the exact same hybrid system, they all have very impressive power and fuel economy. Another benefit is that all these SUVs use a conventional 6-speed automatic transmission, which for many has a much better feel than the CVT that's often used in a lot of other hybrids. And as with other Kia models, you have a very well-designed interior that's packed with technology, has an excellent infotainment system, and also has a long list of active safety features too. The only real reason why the Sportage comes in the number 9 spot, much like the Sorento, is because it does have an unproven reputation when it comes to its long-term reliability. And even though Kia does give you one of the longest warranties in the industry, much like you get with the Hyundai Tucson, which again is a nearly identical SUV, the fact that they just haven't been making hybrids as long as other brands, combined with a somewhat spotty reputation for reliability, means that there are safer options out there. Such as the next SUV in the number 8 spot, which is the Ford Escape Hybrid. Now, although I don't recommend buying the regular Ford Escape with the EcoBoost engines, the hybrid version is a completely different story. Ford's hybrid system has been around for around 15 years and has a solid track record when it comes to reliability. Unlike the Kia and Hyundai, which have a complicated turbocharged engine, here you just have a simple, naturally aspirated 2.5-liter engine combined with a 2-motor hybrid system and an eCVT. It's a very similar hybrid design to what Toyota uses, and it also has incredible fuel economy. The Escape Hybrid is able to achieve around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers, and it also has decent power with around 200 horsepower. Now, I wouldn't exactly call it class-leading when it comes to its interior design, its features, or its value for money. There's no question, if you just want a solid, dependable, and fuel-efficient hybrid SUV, the Ford Escape Hybrid is a great choice. But of course, there are better choices that you can go for. So let's move on to number 7, which is the Honda CR-V Hybrid. Although Ford's hybrid system has a solid reputation, they can't compete with Honda, which has been making hybrids for over 2 decades. And the CR-V has always been a safe, reliable, and solid SUV to buy, with a great reputation for quality, resale value, and fuel economy. The hybrid system uses a naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder engine combined with a 2-motor hybrid system that's able to achieve up to 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers. It also produces over 200 horsepower and 247 pound-feet of torque, which means you get great performance too. This is also one of the smoothest and most comfortable hybrids in the segment. It also has a very spacious interior with a lot of cargo space and passenger space. You also have a lot of safety features, a decent infotainment system, and it offers decent value for the money too. Now, it's certainly not as inexpensive as some other hybrid SUVs on the market, especially in Canada where it's only sold in the most expensive trim. But if you want a well-rounded, reliable hybrid SUV, there's no question the CR-V Hybrid is a great choice. But if you don't mind spending money and want something more luxurious, then you're going to want to take a look at number 6, which is the LEXUS RX 350h. When it comes to hybrids, few have been making them longer than Lexus, which has one of the best reputations on the market. Lexus has long been known for making extremely reliable, long-lasting vehicles that have very few repair issues as they age, and the RX 350h is no different. And not only do you get very reliable, well-proven hybrid technology, but you also get good performance and fuel economy. It's able to achieve around 37 miles per gallon or 6.5 liters per 100 kilometers, which is great fuel economy for a luxury SUV. And of course, you also get an extremely comfortable and quiet ride, and a feature-packed interior that's extremely well built with excellent fit and finish, something that Lexus is really well known for. As a whole, if you want a fuel-efficient, hybrid luxury SUV, there's no question. The RX 350h is one of the safest and best choices that you can possibly buy. But if you want to save yourself some money and don't mind getting something that's a little bit smaller, then take a look at number 5 on the list, which is the LEXUS NX 350h. Basically, the NX has most of the same benefits as the larger RX, only in a smaller and less expensive package. Now obviously you're not going to have quite as much interior space and cargo space like you get in the RX, but other than that it really has most of the same benefits. The interior design and the technology is more or less the same, as is the hybrid system, which is the very well proven 2-motor hybrid with a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter engine. Power and fuel economy are also very similar to the larger RX. So bottom line, if you want a small, reliable luxury SUV that happens to be a hybrid, there's really no better choice than the NX 350h. Now moving away from luxury brands, if you want a spacious and practical hybrid SUV, then the one that you're going to want to take a look at is number 4, which is the Toyota Highlander Hybrid. When it comes to making hybrids, no other brand has more experience than Toyota, which has been making them since 1997. And all of that experience over the years has led to constant refinement and improvement to the point where they make some of the best hybrids that you can buy. In the case of the Highlander, you have the well-proven 2-motor hybrid system with a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter engine. It produces around 245 horsepower and is able to achieve around 35 miles per gallon or 7 liters per 100 kilometers. Not bad for a big 3-row SUV. You also get decent interior space and cargo space, but of course, if that's your priority, then you might want to take a look at the Toyota Grand Highlander instead, which is essentially a very similar SUV, only in a slightly larger and more spacious package. The Grand Highlander also has the benefit of being available with a more powerful hybrid max system, which has over 360 horsepower. Either way, if you want a safe, reliable, and fuel-efficient hybrid SUV that has enough space to carry a lot of people and a lot of stuff, the Highlander or the Grand Highlander would be a great choice. But if you don't need to have that much interior space or cargo space, then let's move on to the next SUV on the list in the number 3 spot, which is the Toyota VENZA. The VENZA is a really well-rounded hybrid SUV that gives you an excellent reputation for strong reliability, excellent safety, and a very nice design that's a little bit more stylish than the average Toyota. In many ways, the VENZA is kind of like a halfway point in between a Toyota and Lexus, perfect for somebody who wants a little bit more style than the average Toyota, but doesn't want to spend as much money as a Lexus. The hybrid system uses a naturally aspirated 2.5 liter engine, 3 electric motors, and an eCVT, the same hybrid system found in many other Toyotas. Here it produces 219 horsepower and gets around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers. Very impressive for an SUV like this. There's certainly a lot to like about the VENZA, and this is a great choice for a reliable and fuel-efficient hybrid SUV. But if you want to buy something that's just more affordable, then let's move on to number 2 on the list, which is the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid. No question, if you want a hybrid SUV that's as affordable as possible, then the go-to choice has to be the Corolla Cross. Quite simply, it's one of the most affordable all-wheel drive hybrid SUVs on sale today. But the great thing is that you're really not sacrificing anything for that lower price. It still uses the same amazing Toyota hybrid system with a very impressive 194 horsepower, plenty of power for a small SUV like this. You also get class-leading fuel economy at around 42 miles per gallon or 5.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And this is still a very practical and feature-packed SUV with a lot of great features, lots of active safety technology, and more than enough interior space and cargo space for most. Bottom line, if you want a small hybrid SUV that's going to be reliable, safe, and is affordably priced, there's really no better choice than the Corolla Cross Hybrid. But as great as it is, there is still one other hybrid SUV that offers even better value for your money. And of course that is my number one pick, which is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. I have long recommended the RAV4 Hybrid as one of the very best hybrid SUVs that you can possibly buy. Anytime someone asks me what's going to be a reliable, safe, and fuel-efficient hybrid SUV to buy, and without hesitation, the go-to choice has to be the RAV4 Hybrid. It uses the same amazing Toyota hybrid system with a 2.5-liter engine, an eCVT, and 3 electric motors, producing 219 horsepower and achieving around 40 miles per gallon or 6 liters per 100 kilometers. Compared to the non-hybrid, it's more powerful, more fuel efficient, and has better smoothness and refinement, which is the case with a lot of Toyota hybrids. And compared to the Corolla Cross, you have more interior space, more cargo space, and just a more practical package. But most importantly, the RAV4 Hybrid just offers excellent value for the money. It's one of the most reasonably priced hybrid SUVs that you can buy, and it's really not that much more expensive than the equivalent non-hybrid, so it's really a no-brainer. And the fact that you're getting such great value for money in such a well-rounded package with an amazing reputation for strong reliability and resale value, well, that just makes it such an easy choice. Now, even though these are all excellent hybrid SUVs to buy, it's important to keep in mind that hybrids are in extremely high demand, and they often have very limited availability. From what I've seen, depending on your location, the waiting period for a hybrid SUV can be anywhere from several months to over a year long, so this is something that you definitely need to plan ahead. And chances are you'll also need to do some shopping around if you want to get a fair deal, because unfortunately the practice of dealer markups and dealer add-ons or fees is still a major problem in a lot of locations. But if you don't mind the waiting period and are able to get one for a fair and reasonable price, there's no question one of the SUVs on this list would be the safest ways to go. So there you have it, the 10 best hybrid SUVs that you can buy. Let me know what you thought of this video and which hybrid SUV would you go for. Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. You can also take a look at my other car videos by clicking these links over here. Make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. And if you need additional car buying advice, recommendations, or help with getting a great deal on your next new car purchase, make sure to check out carhelpcan.com. Thanks so much for watching and see you next time.